In this video, I'll be reviewing and looking into different applications and software for me to potentially use in my final project. In this screen recording, we can see me changing the different transitions used when changing clips. Even though iMovie is a free app for iOS and Apple users, that doesn't mean it doesn't come with a variety of features and tools used. This application would be useful for someone who's starting out with video editing, as it has the essential tools such as trim, as well as offering more advanced features such as VSCO and so on. I am focusing more on the print side of my work, but I do think looking into a film software is a wise idea, as it is showing variety and also potentially giving me some ideas of what to incorporate into my work. iMovie is a great video editing app if you don't have access to a laptop to download software such as Premiere Pro, and with all the features included in the app, there is potential to create an amazing piece of work. Procreate is a raster graphics editor app for digital painting developed and published by Savage Interactive, and with this app you can enhance and develop artistic skills. One great technique available in Procreate is creating and defining lines. This is something that can be quite hard to do on screens, especially without stylus or Apple Pencil. In the screen recording, you can see me create a variety of shapes, from stars to circles to triangles, and then going from curves of shape to that perfect shape. I have found this the most useful when creating circles and squares, as it will even out the edges also. But one disadvantage to this tool, however, is if you aren't careful, you will see the end of the line. Where the beginning and the end point connect, you can see this with some of the triangles, where there is sometimes the gap or the final line goes beyond the connecting point. Despite that, however, this is something to easily change, as you can go back in with the eraser and remove that fault. Here I am taking a slightly different approach to this technique, and instead showing how you can go from a curved to a zigzag line. The way in which this technique is carried out is by, once you've created over a flat line, before lifting your finger on stylus, you press down until it creates a flat look. To put this technique to the test and see how it works on creating something more complex than a simple circle or triangle, I've carried out tracing, or it's better described as root scoping. The image I've chosen to use is a simple piece of line art found on Pinterest, which allows me to create those curved lines, but also practicing the essentials when using Procreate. The app has a variety of brushes to use, which you can change the settings for also. Procreate itself is a great app available to use in my final product, as it allows me to bring out the digital artwork to another level, as I can be more precise and also show a variety of skills, even if it's just drawing app, and there are limitless opportunities. The one disadvantage to this app, however, is that it doesn't come free. It retails for £9.99 in the App Store for iOS users, but they also offer a cheaper alternative called Procreate Pocket, being half the price at £4.99. This is a great alternative, as it's available on iPhone, which Procreate is not. Both of these apps are amazing to use, and the tools included are also. But what makes Procreate a great app is that you're also able to download and share different brushes, colour palettes and so on with the community. I like this because it gives artists the opportunity to explore different styles of art, as well as showcase their art. SurveyMonkey is very useful when it comes to gathering primary research. This website allows me to create a survey in which I can send out to people and get their responses. Primary research will be playing a large role in my project, as it will help me find my target audience to which I'll be aiming my product towards. The website itself has a very simple structure, making it easy to understand. Spoken by the company themselves, they say it has everything you need to create the best surveys. There is access to templates which can accommodate the type of survey you want to create, as well as many other features. But like a lot of the apps and software I'm reviewing in this video, in order to get more features, you've got to pay into them. SurveyMonkey encourages people to get a subscription with them, as it will include more features to use in your survey and also go above the 10-question limit. When creating my own survey and my research, 10 questions might be a struggle, as when you're collecting evidence, you want as much as possible, and only having 10 opportunities to do so is very limited. This means that I'll definitely have to incorporate more forms of primary research, such as questionnaires, focus groups and so on, to really get an understanding of who I'm targeting my product towards. Overall, it's great for short surveys, but can't be used as a main source of research for audience, as you are very limited, not allowing you to go into as much depth without paying into a subscription service. VSCO is a great app available to Android and iOS users with photo editing tools. This is an app I'm already familiar with, as I use it for my own social media, making it an ideal app to look into, as I know some of the key points. In this task, I'm trying to find apps that I can compare to the Adobe Suite pricing at a fraction of the cost or less, as due to circumstances regarding coronavirus, having access to proprietary software can be limited working from home. If I were to compare it to a software available in the Adobe Suite, I think VSCO in a lot of ways is similar to Lightroom, as it is more on the side of editing photos in a way that doesn't change them but enhances the key points. Unlike Photoshop and Picsart, where you are instead manipulating and changing the photo's key conventions. But with VSCO, to access all their features, you have to have a subscription with them. If you were to use the app as it comes with no paid features, you can change the key elements such as exposure, contrast and so on, but you won't be able to use their variety of fillers and one for every lighting environment. One of the features that I particularly like in VSCO is their HSL technique. This allows you to manipulate your photo by changing one particular colour and adjusting saturation, lightness and more. This is great for when you're wanting to exaggerate a particular part of your photo, and most people use this technique when wanting to change the sky. This is an app I can see myself using in my project, as a lot of the work I will be carrying out is photography based. In conclusion for this app, it's great for the free features as well as being a good alternative library if you don't have a subscription. Picsart is an app I see having a lot of similarities with the world of software, Photoshop, and at a fraction of the price. They do offer a subscription to the app, but with all the free features included once installed onto your device, to a lot of people that doesn't seem necessary. You are able to access a range of filters and effects which can manipulate and completely change a photo. In the screen recording, I am changing a simple picture of leaves falling in autumn and adding those free features, giving the image a new look. And with these filters, you are also able to adjust the settings and add in different adjustments such as overlay, colour dodge, which may ring a bell if you're a Photoshop user, making it easy to adapt to. This app is great as a start for photo editing if you're wanting to completely manipulate a photo and transform it, but also adding a filter to enhance it. I personally don't see myself using this app as I do have access to the Adobe suite and prefer the Photoshop layout and techniques. However, I do agree that Picsart is great for people who don't have a laptop and can't access other apps such as Photoshop and Illustrator.